Page 128, Friday, 14th of November, 1975. 1955. Ninth recommendation. The recommendations are like one another, contained, again and again, within every single creational recommendation, is the summary of all the recommendations. So hear now, human being of the earth, the recommendation that is stated for you in the ninth position. You shall never and never speak the untruth. Now hear the word, and let it be explained to you how you shall also orient yourself within the values of this recommendation. You shall not tell a lie in front of the creation, which is everything to you, for it alone is the total truth. Behold, you know that, and also that every single truth brought near to you by the creation is a lasting good for all great times. For this reason, you shall also reveal yourself to everyone always within the truth. Thus, you only disclose yourself to everyone in the form as per how you will be in your proceedings for all great times. If then, there is one thing or another still shrouded in the impenetrable darkness within you, then it will be the creation which gives you the opportunity, through the life forms surrounding you and the constant events, to better learn about your inner state of knowledge. Thus, you let go of all that which, for you, still hinderingly steps in the way. For this reason, you shall be true and remain true. Therefore, through the truth, you also introduce all life forms brought near to you into the truth, who simply, through your truth given to them, prompts yourself to thereby better and better direct yourself in your fair doings and deeds. Only too easily you transgress this recommendation. Human beings of the earth, and how very often you transgress it, without thereby considering that you thus deceive yourself, because every single untrue thought created by you, and every single untrue word, will be revealed to you through the delay which you yourself incur on the way of the evolution. Yet not only is this alone an irresponsible deed by you, whilst you prolong your time of the evolution, but rather, you also thereby force all life forms brought near to you into an evolution prolongation, and rob them of the opportunity to relatively absolutely fulfill themselves in the truth within a given measure by you not even showing them the truth. Therefore, pay attention to the following of the recommendation as you are instructed. For if you speak a word of the untruth, then you lie to yourself. However, this is not the only harm to you, for as you speak the untruth, you make yourself foreign to the creation, and secondly, you stand there in the light of your life forms brought near to you, not as the gleam of the truth, but rather in the form of a lie, which remains fruitless as a truth-bearing influence in their innermost life conditions, because the untruth, as an evil seed of the weed, a lie, only again brings forth a weed in a new form. Therefore also beware of the contempt for the recommendation. Be true towards every life form brought near to you, and see whether you are recognized in the truth, for thereupon you are able to determine your honesty. Behold, human being of the earth, abide in honesty of the truth at all times, in which form you also have to struggle in the life, for at all times renewed knowledge about the occurrence of the creation grants you success. For as you undauntedly follow the recommendation, you will be rewarded in great fullness, because the creation itself is the truth and rewards all compliance in the following of its laws with gratitude. Thus, if you, human being of the earth, do not want to fulfill this recommendation, you bear the guilt yourself. If difficulties upon difficulties lie in the way for you, which keep you away from every progress and success for so long, until you make an effort to integrate yourself with the truth. Behold, human being of the earth, the language of the truth remains everlasting, and it also remains the same in its style. As the truth was offered in a particular style to the life forms 1,000,000 years ago, the form itself remains the same up to your present time. From this particular style you recognize the truth in thoughts, word, image, and writing, because it remains the same for all great time. As you therefore possess writings and many values of multiple forms from the millenniums of the past, you then recognize the truth from them by the form of their style, as you call this, according to your terms of designation. The truth is therefore handed down to you in writing and image. Then it unmistakably bears this particular style. And when the truth is handed down to you at the present time again in a new form, then it is also depicted in the same style of the truth, for behold, human being of the earth, only the untruth is changeable. It is subject to various forms of style, is inconstant, and unenduring. If a word of the truth is put into any writing, then this occurs in a distinct form. And if it is written yet again, the form of the style itself remains the same, for it will not change one dot of an I in word and sense. However, if a word of the untruth is put into writing, then the style form is changeable and unenduring, because the truth needs constant renewals and adjustments to a new time. Untruth is explicitness of life-forming forms of thinking, which are unstoppably subject to change via the evolution. Truth, however, is permanent and unchangeable for all great time, because it corresponds to the power of the creation, which itself is the truth within the truth. It, however, is not subject to renewals and adjustments, for it is of absolute permanence. Human being of the earth, the truth has been offered to you 2,000 years ago, but you have received it in the same style form as other life forms billions of years before you. However, if you now hear the truth again in a new form in your present time, then you receive it time and time again in the same style of the all-great timely form. Pay attention to the nature, human being of the earth, for you also recognize the style of the truth within it. It is never subject to any change in its style because it itself also rests in creational truth and never needs a renewal and adjustment. You find the same style, however, within the spirit, in its power and its language. Also, the style within them remains the same for all great time, because the spirit, its power, and its language live within the truth of the creation for all great time, even if you, O human beings of the earth, pay no attention to them in your irrational doings. Consider, never and never will the truth itself change, even though you often and often want to doubt it.